Hey, Shalom, Akim, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Machakwadash. I would like to give double honors to the apostles, bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth and that's so teaching this truth, and much peace, love, and salutation to the elect, beginning with 144,000, all the way down to the large multitude that believes and who the Lord will deliver in these last days. To you all I say Shalom. I'm the brother Tazamah from the Great Millstone Dallas Camp, coming back today with another lesson, and I pray this lesson will be edifying to the elect. And I wanted to do a lesson on how now you have Donald J. Trump that's looking to merge, healthcare with to pretty much make I want to say universal healthcare. Let me slow down. As you see here on the title, it says the goal is to bring healthcare into the digital age with partners like OpenAI, Amazon, Anthropic, Apple, Microsoft AI, and Google. Now, beginning with the apostles on down, we've been saying that, everything is going to go digital to the point whereas it's all going to lead to eventually a microchip being embedded in your skin. To whereas, all your health records. All right, one of the main things we're talking about is health. All right, that your health records would be on these, the RFID microchip. Okay? And the digital infrastructure is already set up. All right, the digital infrastructure is already set up, and they already have a plan on what they want to do and how they want to implement it. And we clearly see it taking place right here, right before our faces. All right, now this is a clip here I'm gonna play. All right, and then I'm gonna read an article, get a few precepts, and Lord willing, this lesson ain't gonna take too long. But hey, man, the Motb's here at the door, man. I was listening to Apostle Elder Tahar's lesson today, and he made the point, like, man, we counting down the months at this point. All right, and everything is moving fast. Everything is moving extremely fast at this point. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and play it real quick. Lord willing, y'all can hear it, ain't the echo.
But with today's announcement, we take a major step to bring healthcare into the digital age, something that is absolutely vital. You got to do it. Moving from clipboards and...
He said it's absolutely vital. We have to do it. Okay, so they're moving healthcare to the digital age. And he said digital age. This is the age that we're in right now. You have the fourth industrial revolution, which is all going to be, now technical. Now you have biometrics, whereas they monitor, you and your being, all right, through technology. And then once again, they have all the right pieces in place to implement this.
Fax machines into a new era of convenience, profitability, and speed, and frankly, better health for people. Under the leadership of Administrator Oz, we're officially launching this.
And he said what? He said under the leadership of Administrator Oz. Now remember, all right, and they took this video off of YouTube, by the way. But I remember that Dr. Oz, which he's one of their administrators of health. He got like Dr. Oz, and then you have like RFK Jr. He's another one that's mentioning wearables. All right, Dr. Oz said years ago that he believes in the technology that you should be, people should be embedded with chips underneath their skin. And once again, you can't find that video on YouTube no more because they pretty much scrubbed that video away. All right. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna come back to this. Let me get a precept, man, because it's playing upon it's playing upon tables at this point. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 2, it says, "And Yahweh answered me and said, Write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it." And it's being made plain upon tables at this point, man. Okay? All these other different camps that are saying, primarily like the IUIC, ISUPK, HOI teaches that the mark of the beast is a chip. They don't really go into it though. They don't really be going into it like that. But all these other camps, Bow, Believers of the Way, pretty much all these other camps that are saying that the Motb is not the RFID microchip, man, you're gonna be shaken up. you're gonna be shaken up when these things, when it's made mandatory. Okay, so it says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. You see, and it's not tarrying, man. It's here. Let's go back. I'm gonna rewind it back just a little bit.
From clipboards and fax machines into a new era of convenience, profitability, and speed, and frankly, better health for people. Under the leadership of Administrator Oz, we're officially launching the CMS Digital Health Tech ecosystem to give healthcare providers, insurers, and software companies the tools they need to empower Americans with a 21st century experience on health. The key breakthrough we've made is getting many of the biggest names in the healthcare and technology to agree to industry-wide standards for electronic medical records. All of those great companies that you just heard have gotten together with this group of very brilliant people. I think but with today's announcement.
See that?
But with today's
So we're here. This is it. Okay, and here's the article here. It says Trump administration to launch new private health tracking system with the help of big tech. And who are in big tech, all right, is the technocrats today. The innovators of AI, Sam Altman, Jeff Bezos with Amazon, Elon Musk with Neuralink, Open AI, and all these various different AI technology companies. I'd rather say technology companies, but that's what this is all about, man. Clear as day. It says the Trump administration is launching a new private health tracking system that asks Americans to share their personal health data and medical records with private tech companies. See that? Private tech companies. Okay, and these are people, these are people that you didn't elect. You didn't vote for these people to be in office, but they're there, right there in the government, right there, right there in Trump's pocket, for lack of better words. And Trump don't really got nobody in his pocket, honestly. He's a puppet. He's being told what to do. Remember his first 10 years president. He was against the whole cryptocurrency and digital payment. He was against all that, and then now he wants to make America the crypto capital of the world. Obviously, he's being told what to say. It's clear as day. All right, it says officials say the new system, all right, will broaden access to health records, all right, provide digital tools to help manage diabetes and other conditions, digital tools to help monitor these things. How are they going to monitor it? Well, there's going to be a device inside you that will gauge these things, you see, and make monitoring wellness easier. And it's going to come in the guise of convenience. It's going to come in the guise of peace and safety. It's going to be easier and better, easier to access. It's going to be more secure, as they're going to say. Meanwhile, experts caution there are a number of ethical and legal concerns. Why is it going to be ethical and legal concerns? Which they are going to rule on it. It's going to go to the Supreme Court and they're going to rule on it. But it's going to be a law that's going to be passed, whereas you're going to have to get that chip. It says the initiative spearheaded by an administration that has freely shared highly personal data about Americans in a way that have tested legal bounds has been met with concern from digital privacy activists. Officials at the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services have said patients will need to opt in to share their medical records and data, which will be kept secure. But that's what they tell you, that it'll be kept secure. You see? But once again, Trump administration to launch new private health tracking system with the help of big tech. You see that? So once again, I just want to report on this, not too long of a lesson, be real quick. I pray this lesson was edifying to the elect. Once again, I want to give all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Hakudash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders, the great millstone. That's all this is truth, and that's what teaching is truth. And much peace, love, and salutation to the elect. Until next time, I say shalom.